Hi. So today we are going to look at how to generate ideas for our IELTS essay. This has been a topic which has been troubling many people, and I have seen so many of my students saying that, ma'am, I know how to write, but I just don't get ideas. So don't worry about that. It is a problem with many people. So you're not only the only one if you think you have problems, right? Let's look into it right away. Well, writing or getting ideas is not really very difficult, okay? What you just need to do is start asking yourself something called the WH questions. Okay, what are these WH questions? You ask yourself, what are we talking about? Why are we talking about this? When did a particular thing happen? Where and how? Okay, so you just start asking yourself these questions and then answering them. And as and when you start answering them, you will start getting ideas. Okay, so the flow begins as soon as you start asking yourself these questions. Let's go further. Okay, here is a typical IELTS question. Let's try to figure this out. Now, here is the question. The growth of multinational companies and the resulting rise of globalization creates positive effects for all. This is what the topic says. And what do I need to do with the topic? I need to either agree or disagree. So according to whatever side I take, I would have to agree for it, about it, or disagree, right? So let's say I would like to agree. Okay. So I am agreeing to it. Now, if I'm agreeing to it, I have got to give myself reasons. I've got to give my reader reasons, I'm sorry. So what do? The first thing, I start understanding the question. The question says, or the topic says, the growth of multinational companies and the resulting globalization. What are we talking about here? My first WH question. What are we talking about over here? We are talking about multinational companies. Okay. What about multinational companies? What about them? Okay. That their growth, we are talking about the growth of multinational companies. Okay. What about the growth? That the growth of multinational companies is giving rise to globalization. Okay. And what is happening then? How is this affecting us? It is affecting us in a positive way. That's the breakup of my question, right? So now that I have understood this question, let's start working. So I have already made up my mind that I will be agreeing with this. What am I agreeing with? I am agreeing that the rise of globalization due to the growth of multinational companies in my country is giving rise to globalization. Okay, so if I'm agreeing to it, I've got to give reasons. Okay, I've got to explain why am I agreeing to it. Okay, so let's say, so what could be my first reason? Can you think of it? I would say my first reason is going to be better opportunities. I'm only writing better opportunities. I'm not writing job opportunities, but because it can be, job opportunities, of course. It could also be business opportunities for various people. Okay. All right. So my first what question, WH question, what? Okay. What are we talking? What will happen? How can it help us? Okay. It will give us better job opportunities. Okay. How will that help us? Okay. Of course, we will have stability in life. Okay. Better stability, we can say. What else? What else can happen? Plus what? Think. We can also have more options. Okay. So if I'm working in a certain company and I don't really like the way they are working, I can switch over to another one, which has been happening. We've seen that happening. Okay. And of course, with that comes also a lot of growth. Okay. People get a lot of growth as well. People who are hardworking, who really put their hearts to their work, they get a very fast growth. Okay. Now, how does all this help us? Okay. It helps us by giving us a better lifestyle. Okay. Plus, what else? How does it give us a better lifestyle? Let's write it as point number 5. Okay. Better opportunities, better education to the children of the family. Okay. So if a person is earning well, he's at a good position, he's earning well, he's stable in his job, he can give better education to his children, right? And a good lifestyle, plus a good lifestyle to his family. And it's always a good idea to create an example right here. All right, so let's think of an idea of an example. So if I'm talking, it's always good that you give an example, which about your last point that you have been speaking about. In this case, we are speaking about better education and a good lifestyle. Okay, so let's think up of an example. You can say like a person who is working, who's working at a good position in an MNC and getting paid extremely well, will be able to make sure that his children go to the best school, and also that they get a good lifestyle, right? So something like that. So this is how we would be doing our idea generation. We will look at more ideas in the next video. However, I would say I'm going to rub this out and I'm going to. Okay, it's a very good idea that if you do this work in the first 5 minutes before you start writing the essay. What happens is, I have seen many students, they look at the question, they just read the question maybe once or twice, and they start writing. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay, that's the worst thing. It's always necessary for you to actually create a good platform for yourself before you start writing. What do I mean by creating a platform? Prepare for the essay. Okay, and for how much? Give yourself 5 minutes. You get around 40 minutes. That's the segregated time. You get about 40 minutes to write the essay. Out of those 40 minutes, please spare 5 minutes before you even start writing the essay. Just pick up your pen and do this work roughly. It is called preparation. And this, you will do exactly what we did a while ago. Write down these points. You can just write down over here A and B. If you have, like, let's say it's a discuss both views question, you can write view 1 over here and view 2 over here. If it is only one-sided, then you can just start writing whatever side you are on. Write those points, point number 1, point number 2, add one example, and that's about it. And you will be completely ready to start writing your essay. When you've done this, there are 80% chances that you will not lose focus when you are writing essay, and all that you have to do when you start writing your essay is write those beautiful sentence structures, use all that very nice, wonderful vocabulary which you have learned during your training, and just put that into a beautiful essay, right? So that's about it for now, and we'll move ahead and we'll do a lot more on similar activities in the near future. Goodbye for now, and God bless you.